Dolly Varden Silver CEO Shawn Khunkhun has set his sights on making the company a top 10 silver equity. Shawn, welcome to Kitco.
Michael, thanks so much for having me.
Dolly Varden is situated in northwest British Columbia in the Golden Triangle. Shawn, Dolly Varden's assets, they have a long mining history.
They do. The namesake Dolly Varden Silver Mine goes back over 100 years. There's a storied history both on this project, but also in the triangle at large. Rich history of hosting some of the highest grade, richest gold and silver mines on the planet.
What are you focused on?
My focus, Michael, is when I take a step back and I look at the mining landscape, and I think about majors, getting up every morning and depleting their mineral inventory. My focus is to identify the next project in a major's pipeline. So our goal is to advance and to grow the 7 deposits that we have on site.
Bring us up to date. Where are those projects right now?
So those projects right now, there's been a significant amount of drilling that's been done historically and also in recent years. And we've identified in 43-101 compliant reports, we've got some modern resource estimates that we have on the projects. We have a total of 63 million ounces of silver and 1 million ounces of gold amongst these 7 deposits. But the real game changer and sort of the unanswered question that we're seeking to answer this year is we've newly acquired 3 of the deposits. So we've got 4 in the south, 3 in the north, and there's about 5.5 kilometers in between those deposits that we're looking to explore, unlock, and see if we can unearth a large silver gold deposit.
Now, did that come into play with the major acquisition last year? And maybe just go back and then talk about last year, what you did with Fury Gold Mines and how that set up Dolly Varden, Shawn.
Sure. If I can go back even just a little bit further. So if I go back to when I took over the company back in February of 2020, Dolly Varden was a $20 million company. And the way we've set out to grow this company is we want to grow the mineral inventory. And there's 2 ways that I know how to do that. And number one is organic growth through exploration. So we've got a tremendous team that is exploring. And then the other thing that we did in 2021 is as the market pulled back, we made this accretive acquisition. So we brought in a significant resource through the acquisition of Homestake from Fury Gold Mines. And so what we did is we took our mineral inventory from 44 million ounces of silver, and now we've got 140 million ounces of silver equivalent. And so that was a transformational acquisition. It was, I've been following mining companies and working with mining companies for the last 20 years. And this was one of the most logical M&A deals I've come across because you had these 2 projects that were right next to each other where the economies of scale of one central milling facility and all the synergies that's going to come from one development site we're here to unlock.
Now, Fury is also a significant shareholder at Dolly Varden as a result of the acquisition. And then, Kitco viewers would know Fury well because that's also allowed them to focus on what they're doing in Quebec. And then again, that just allows you to consolidate, or I should say, just bring closer together what you're focused on in Dolly there, Shawn.
Yeah, I think it was a tough decision for Fury in terms of, they had 3 tremendous projects. Which one do they focus on? Which one do they advance? So I think in identifying our team at Dolly Varden, it was a way for them not to sell the project, but to really partner with us and to collectively advance this project. So really, essentially what they've done, which is great for their shareholders at Fury, is they've given them exposure to another company, another asset. And I think together, if we're successful, what this is going to lead to is a takeover, and it'll be a big windfall for the Fury shareholders in the future.
The other company that has a stake in Dolly is also Hecla Mining. Hecla recently acquired Alexco Resources, a silver miner up in the Yukon, Shawn.
That's correct. So there was a situation where keeping in Hecla's focus in terms of jurisdiction, grade, the Keno Hill mine up in the Yukon that Alexco was developing and operating fits nicely into Hecla's portfolio. And And we have some of those same characteristics at Dolly Varden in terms of our location, our grade, the size of the ore body, and the fact that Hecla has a large land package adjacent to our property is just further, unlocks the synergies of Hecla's investment into Dolly Varden. Hecla had also made a takeover attempt to Dolly in the past and has been a very, very supportive shareholder subsequent, both financially and also technically. Their VPX is part of our technical committee. So, we're very grateful to Hecla, to Eric Sprott, and to the other institutions that have gotten behind us and supported us.
What's the infrastructure there like, Shawn?
It's tremendous. A lot of people think of the Golden Triangle as this remote area up in the mountains of BC, but I've got to applaud the BC government for bringing in a lot of infrastructure, the road improvements they made to Highway 37, bringing in the Northwest Transmission Line, which has brought in low-cost, clean hydroelectric power, some of the port improvements they've done at the Port of Stewart. So we've got tremendous infrastructure. We've got some great towns like Terrace and Stewart, where we can pool a very high caliber workforce, in addition to the First Nations communities in the Nass Valley, home to the Nisga'a. And, we are in the traditional territories of the Nisga'a, and a third of our workforce is from the Nisga'a Nation. And so it's a location, infrastructure, social, community support. Like I said, in addition to the size of the ore body, the grade of the ore body, it really checks all the boxes.
What are you doing to develop that community support, Shawn?
We operate in a very clear and transparent way, and just like that, the deal with Fury, where it was a win-win for both companies. I really think the culture that we've created at Dolly Varden is a win-win culture. So I want to win for our shareholders. I want to win for our stakeholders. We've got a director on the board, Rob McLeod, who is he grew up in Stewart. His father was the mayor of Stewart, and his uncle worked at worked and financed a lot of mines up and down this corridor. And so together with Rob, it's our goal to bring employment opportunities to the area and advance these projects.
Let's step back, Shawn. Talk about the major developments in the Golden Triangle in the past couple of years.
Well, what really attracted me to the Golden Triangle, I've only been working up here since 2018. And for me, the big game changer was Brucejack. In 2017, the Brucejack mine going, prior to that, it was Imperial Metals Red Chris project. But we've got two operating mines in the area. But we've had a tremendous amount of investment. So there's been the world's third largest gold miner, Newcrest, has come into the area and spent $4 billion on M&A transactions. In addition to Newcrest, Newmont's been very active in the area, most recently with the acquisition of GT Gold. And beyond that, you've got Teck, Yamana's made investments in the area, and of course Hecla's investments, and then more recently we had Skeena acquire Questex. So from small companies to large companies to producing companies to exploration and development stage, the Golden Triangle, I would describe it as a top 5 mining camp globally.
Shawn, lastly, what are milestones over the next 12 months?
Drill results, drill results, drill results. This is a company where we've delivered value to shareholders by growing the mineral inventory. We're razor focused on organic growth right now. So it's all about those drill results. We've got 3 rigs turning. We've drilled about 12,000 meters to date, almost 40 holes. So we're about a third of the way through the program, and looking forward to reporting some drill results shortly.
Shawn, thanks for speaking with Kitco.
Michael, grateful to be on. Thank you so much.
Hey, Shawn Khunkhun. He is CEO of Dolly Varden Silver. My name is Michael McRae, and you're watching Kitco Mining.